Hey, this is for you SmartFit pros that want to sign on 20 plus new online clients in the next 30 days. Because I want you to meet Callum, because he just sold $39,000 of personal training in just 2 days. And I know that sounds crazy. And he did it by following 3 simple steps that I'm going to show you right now.
That through work with Chris, we kind of come up with a bit of a game plan of what I could actually do in my local community, because it's only small, to actually make this possible. And that was a local gym. I just started reaching out. I took those few little extra steps, got me out of my comfort zone and made me uncomfortable. Went and sought out a gym and asked whether I could do an open day. You know, I was selling my coaching packages. I'd spent hours and hours actually building that out and making sure, I could get a tangible result out of it.
When Callum first got on his strategy session with me, he was starting from absolute scratch. No social media following, no website, nothing set up. And he was able to sell the $39,000 by following the sales pipeline that you can use from today. So let's go through the sales pipeline right now, as there's a key 5 steps in your sales pipeline that you have to be able to set up. First, you need to be able to have your ad or content so that you get people to know who you are, and so they can start building a like and trust with you as well. Secondly, we need to be able to get those people that once they know who you are into actually applying for a conversation with you. This is something where they're going to want to be able to get some value from you. The next step is you need to get the person to actually choose a time in your calendar for that conversation to happen. And FYI, this can work for face-to-face or online coaching. It's the exact same. The next is going to be you need to warm them up to the next step. They need to know what they're getting themselves into. Otherwise, you get a lot of people that are interested at the start, but then they kind of flake off and you're not going to be having the conversations. Or even worse, you might have a conversation with them, but they're really cold. So we want to heat them up into your sales process. Then the next critical step is what we call the first call, or the triage call. I'm going to show you later on exactly the steps behind the scenes to how this actually works. And then you take them into the second step, which is you closing them into actually being a client. Because the fastest way for you to set up your sales pipeline is through what we call a strategy session. It's a really quick chat with you and my team so that we can walk you through what it is that you need to do to bring in leads and turn those leads into clients. Because there's 3 systems in the sales pipeline, is the very first step needing to be that you need to start attracting in leads. You need to separate yourself from your competition. And no, I'm not talking about having to post on social media multiple times a day or having to DM people day in, day out, annoying the hell out of them with you trying to get leads. Because the second step is when you start turning those leads into clients. It's through that sales pipeline. It's the exact set of steps that you need to be able to set up so that you're able to get people actually knowing who you are and really making sure that they like and trust you and knowing what it is that you actually offer, so that when you talk to them, you can sign them into your high ticket programs. And then there's the final third step of the sales pipeline, which is the close, which I sucked at for so long until a mentor finally showed me this simple process. And this is not a big long script that you've got to follow that I know so many business coaches are trying to cram down your throat. This is a simple 9-step framework that you can take every single sales conversation through so that you can have a high converting offer, so that you can turn 8, 9 out of 10 leads into your clients. And that is why the easiest next step is for you to book in a strategy session. Click the link below, because the best case scenario is we can set up your plan and we can help you implement it. Worst case scenario, you take the plan that we give you and you absolutely run with it. As the whole point of this is we can show you what it is that you need to be able to do. We're going to be able to give you the templates. We can give you the content. We can give you that sales framework. We can set up your sales pipeline for you. We can show you exactly what ads are working right now. We can show you what is going to be the best method for you to start attracting in leads, separating yourself from your competition and turning those leads into clients. And we can show you how to set up your online coaching program so that there's no fuss. And I totally get it. You could be thinking, Chris, this sounds really good, but it sounds like BS and I'm a little bit skeptical. That's perfectly fine. I'd probably be thinking the exact same thing as well. And that's why I want to show you that the proof is in the pudding. We have hundreds of coaches around the world doing this today. This is the system that works, and that we know that if you follow it, it's going to work for you. And that's why I want to do something really practical. That's why having a strategy session, a really quick 15-minute chat, is the way that we can make sure we know what you qualify into. We know that what you need. We can help you put together what your business model needs to be so that you can be earning the money that you want, and really importantly, having the freedom that you want from your fitness business. So me and my team have set aside some times, and there's only so many times that we can have per month. So don't twiddle your thumbs and miss out. Click the link below, book in your strategy session, follow the steps, because the good news is it's free. The bad news is you've actually got to follow through with it to get the results. So if that's fair enough, click the link below and we'll be chatting with you real soon.